Folks, it may take weeks, months, or even years to get the call to be a stem cell donor. Saving lives takes commitment and dedication, just like being a hockey player. Give hope to patients in Canada. Register online at blood.ca/get swabbed and spread the word amongst your family and friends. This guy qualifies for both. For me, Shane Hnidy joins us, NHL alum, Stanley Cup champion, Vegas Golden Knights TV color guy. Hey, Knides, welcome back to the program. And I understand you're in New York, but not set to call prime Monday Night Hockey. What's going on with you, Knides?
I'm always busy. No, no prime this week for me. I've had a few weeks off. I'm back in out of the Four Nations. I think I got 2 or 3 in a row. So, yeah, I'm only in about half that package this year. But yeah, in New York City, this is my favorite trip of the year. We come out, we park in one hotel, and play all the New York State teams. Got the Islanders tomorrow and Jersey on Thursday, and then Boston, and then I'm going on vacation, man. This is my last time I did a winter vacation was 2014 Olympics. So very rare.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoy it. Unless you get the call to play for Canada. You know, they do have an opening, as you know, on the blue line, Knides.
Never an option for me.
Okay. Hey, but you are one of the hardest working guys in the business. So that explains why you're in New York. You're with the team. Dummy. Okay, listen, you know me, old goalie. Well, then let's say this. 2 wins in 10 games. It's not often we say, what's wrong with the Golden Knights? But some people might be saying it, Knides. You hearing it?
Oh, absolutely. And understandably so, right? They aren't performing. They had that 6-week run where they were the best team in the NHL. And for whatever reason, January's never been a good month for them. I thought they'd turn the page. And, I look at that game last night against the Rangers, and it's kind of the similar tune here for a while, doing a lot of good things, play well for 40 minutes, and then just the mistakes are there. And, they're going through a stretch where offense was aplenty. It was coming from everywhere. The strength of the team when they're winning, it's they find ways to win. They got depth guys, different guys stepping up each night, and they've lost that. Guys are in a slump, and it's kind of a group of them. Outside of Jack Eichel, who's been phenomenal this season, he's certainly. I know every team kind of has their heart candidate. He would be definitely the Golden Knights. Tomas Hertl had a great month. Pavel Dorofeev. But that's about it for goal scoring. They just haven't been able to find it. They need more guys to step up there. And then, defensively, Bruce Cassidy's kind of said, they've done a lot of good things defensively, but it's coming down to one play or one save a game. And that's been the difference. So it's not like they're getting blown out, but at the same time, I don't think there's a panic button. This is a veteran group that understands they need to be better, but there certainly is a level of concern.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you this. I call you a day one guy there. You basically are. Kelly McCrimmon is. George McPhee is. The coaches are not, but Bill Foley is. And I'm just wondering, are they settled now? Cassidy's their guy. I mean, they just, what do they say? Goldilocks slept in 3 beds before she found one that was comfortable. I feel like they got their coach, right? And everything's settled. I know the bar is high, but are they reasonably happy with what they have personnel-wise that you don't think they'll necessarily be active at the deadline? Or am I completely off base and they feel they might need to do something?
I think they've got a very good team, they believe. Cassidy is the guy. I never say they're going to stand pat. If anything, I've learned over being there from day one, as you mentioned, anything can happen. I certainly think they're always looking at making their team better. If the move works, and Kelly McCrimmon says it, if there's a move to be made that makes us better, they will look at it and do their best to make sure that happens. But I think right now before the break, they got these 3 games. It was supposed to start this road trip off right. That didn't go their way last night, so they're gonna have to find a way against the Islanders. But I also think it's there's an evaluation, and they're really starting to look at their team. Okay, maybe is this just a slump that we're going to turn around, or is there maybe something that has to be done to kind of to spark the group, ignite them? They just got Brandon Saad, so that's one game. I think he's going to be a nice fit here. I love the fact that it's a veteran guy, and he kind of bet on himself. There's a motivation fact there. Like, you look for opportunity, right? Players want opportunity at any level, any age, any stage. He's gotten that now. He chose to come to Vegas. Now it's on him to make the most of it. So, one game under his belt, I'm sure he'll get more acclimated as they go along.
From the audience, John in Winnipeg says, looking great, Shane. Winnipeg loves and misses you, bro. It's amazing. You're a proud Manitoban, but you never played for the Jets, but you called those games and made a huge impact, man. Do you hear from Winnipeg people every day? I see them writing to you. Like, that must have been hard to leave.
It was, you know what? It really was because it was special. I think it's kind of funny to go back that I never played for the Jets, but I remember, I would have got a PTO to try out from them. They went through so many defensemen that year. I think it was a month in. Chevy's like, "You still got your gear?" I'm like, "No, I'm out." But I had a connection and always will have a connection with the Winnipeg Jets, being part of, my home province, the team coming back from a team I played with in the Atlanta Thrashers. So kind of I was in the organization, if you want to go through it that way. It just, the electricity, I'll never forget, that first game back, the whiteouts, first time in playoffs, and being part of that whole group. It's interesting for me is a broadcaster. I look back now, at the leaders, the core of the Jets now that, are leading the NHL and watching them drafted. I think I got thrown out in Penticton with your boy Munzie when here's a mic, go call a game. That was my training. And I think my first interview, and boy, my memory's bad. I know I interviewed them both, but it was either Mark Scheifele or Adam Lowry because they're both drafted in 2011. And now to see them, Josh Morrissey, and those three really kind of the pillars of that team. Obviously, Ehlers was drafted, but I looked at Lowry, and you could tell right away there was leadership in that young man when I met him, and just terrific the way I love the way he plays the game and the way he's leading that team right now. So, good on them. I'll always have a connection. I still go back to Manitoba every summer. Parents are still parked in Nipoa, man. So it's, yeah, my connections run deep there. Our best friends are still in Winnipeg from our time there. It's just, it'll always be a special place.
Well, here's where we get into the circle of life. We talk about it every time Nides comes on, but I met you at 17 when I was the voice of the Raiders, and I knew that you'd be a success no matter what. I honestly didn't think you'd have such a tremendous NHL career. It's fantastic, but that speaks to your work ethic and all the rest. Now, another fun thing that I learned at Super Bowl that I didn't tell you, it was in Vegas last year. You were there for part of it, and then you guys went on the road, as you know. I learned, Knights. I thought when the Raiders come in, they would crush the Golden Knights because it's NFL. And you would know this, but I learned it. They're like, no. The Golden Knights are Vegas's team, not the football team. And I thought that was pretty damn cool. Is it still that way?
Well, it really is. Oh, yeah. There was obviously a connection with the team and the community right away off the horrendous tragedy on 1 October that first year. And but then it's just the way this organization has gone about built right. You can go to the hockey ops side, George and Kelly and what they created, Bill Foley, his commitment to a winner and his belief in that path, the way they brought in character guys and then continued to build to be competitive, whatever it took to win. And I love that mentality. And I think it rings through the whole organization. And when you go to the business side, just the brilliant people that have helped create such a special in-game entertainment outside of just the game, the way they've marketed the team, the Vegas born slogan was something for people to grab hold of. And that, I think, the biggest thing for me when we first got there and is the people that have lived in Las Vegas and love their community. And, they're not on the Strip. And that's what they said. Everybody, oh, you're from Vegas. Oh, the Strip. That was their connection. Now, all of a sudden, they're like, oh, you're from Las Vegas, the Golden Knights. And that was an instant kind of, people take pride in that's their team. That's a representation of their city. And it's been just, when I took the job, as you said, we're talking about with Winnipeg, I had a gut feeling, and a lot of time I trusted that I figured there was going to be a success with this organization and bringing hockey to Las Vegas. For whatever reason, some people, good friends of mine I talked to about it, thought I was nuts. But not in my wildest dreams that I think it would go to this level. Obviously, there no one could have predicted year one them going to the finals and then winning in year 6. It's just mind blowing. But it's been great to be a part of right from ground up.
Well, the owner predicted it, as you know. And you're a huge part of that, Nige. You're not just a bystander. You're a huge part of it. But let me ask you this. If the Raiders actually got good, could you see them overtaking the Golden Knights for popularity? I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but Tom Brady is an owner. Now, he is eventually going to turn him into something, a winner, I believe.
Well, here's the thing. Will it'll be popular. I think the city will cheer for anybody that's successful. But I still think the Golden Knights will always have the hearts of the locals. The NFL, you got to remember, they're a transplant. They're not Vegas born, as I said. A team that was born in Las Vegas. They came from Oakland. It's one game a week. How many? Not long season. Everybody flies in. There's a lot of Oakland Raiders fans that come to Las Vegas for every game, and then as we see at Golden Knights games, but even to a bigger effect, the opposition teams love coming to Vegas, especially the NFL. So, you go to a Chiefs games there, it's 50-50 for fans. So I don't think we'll see. One thing I've learned is I think it was Rick Vallette who might have said this to me, is you can't predict the future. And so I don't know what'll happen. But I just think the Golden Knights are ingrained in the local community there, pretty special. The NFL, of course, we all know that league's, it's a beast. It really is. But I don't know if it has the same local connection as the Golden Knights have.
Well said, man. Well said. Well, listen, I'll let you go right away, but I'll just say this. The sports landscape's changing pretty fast with the Athletics coming there, the Oakland A's. Are they, how much you following that story? They're building the stadium now, right, where the Trop used to be?
Yeah. Yeah, they're still cleaning it out right where the Trop. They imploded that, took it all down. It's actually a drive past the empty lot here now every time we go to the airport. But yeah, I'll watch how that grows and how they figure that whole plan out. It's crazy to think when moved to Las Vegas. That was the first sports team. Now you said you got the Raiders, you got the Aces basketball, you got the AHL Henderson Silver Knights, you got a lacrosse team, you got now the A's are coming, and then the rumors the NBA will follow. So it's gone from just an entertainment capital to a sports and entertainment capital.
It's fun place to go. Well, Nige, you're a busy guy. I appreciate you fitting us in, man. We're following closely. Love what you're doing. Good luck the rest of the way.
Well, thanks very much, Rod. Always a pleasure to come on, my man. Good to see you.
Thank you. Shane Hnidy, Vegas Golden Knights television analyst, Stanley Cup champion with the Boston Bruins, and also a big part of Amazon Prime Monday Night Hockey. But I thought he was on every Monday night, and there is only one NHL game tonight. It's Ottawa-Nashville. He says he's not on the call. I don't know how they work it. I just watch it. We have a sports update coming up and viewer takeover with a lot of things to get to today. So stick around. We'll be right back after a brief pause here on Game Plus TV, streaming live and podcasts wherever the best podcasts are found.